What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another early evening in the BrewLab with me, Lone Fox, your Brewmaster-in-Chief. And this evening, in the BrewLab, they freaking did it, guys. They freaking did it. The format is completely open. It's like Christmas came early or something. It feels like very similar to what they did. I can't even remember how many years ago it was at this point. I think we're getting on to like 2.5 to 3 years ago when they did that, like they had a separate queue on Arena, like standard, like as if rotation had happened, but without the new set. You know, it's not quite that, but almost, because the bans are pretty freaking, extensive. More even than I had started to convince myself towards the end there than it would be. Actually, the only one really that surprised me the most was Hopeless Nightmare. I thought maybe it would be the this town, and like everything else, really no surprises. Maybe the mouse, the one drop, because like this mice are gone. Yeah, you guys realize that, like the importance of a one drop, and it how much worse that makes Manifold Mouse. Not having that 1-into-2 play just makes Manifold Mouse therefore just so much better, worse, and then therefore that begs the question, then why play the mouse package or what's left of it at all? Especially now considering that there's also Monstrous Rage's God. I feel like Mono Rage's God, like, and like it's an interesting thought process, one that I had already started to kind of do. And let me just jump in here quickly and show you what I mean by that. Oh no, I've already deleted it. I had a deck going with like Mono Red Cutter. Now they also banned Cutter. Like, you know, right today, this moment, you could totally just like cut the Manifold Mouse and put in like Slickshot Show Off, and then, you know, you increase the number of Swift Spears, because already the deck was running less and less of those. You just got 4 Swift Spear, and you've still got, like, I don't know. There's the Effigy that I've been playing that bounces back to your hand, but that kind of is a card that you'd only really play, and you consider it like enough of a balance to the downsides of it bouncing back to your hand if you have Cutter in your deck, because you always have a spell to cast. But without Cutter, feels really kind of eh. So like, actually red, okay, yeah, they've got the Lizard, doesn't have haste. It's weird. Like, I have a feeling that because of this, the red aggro deck, whatever's, the ones that's still going to be wanting to play Monstrous Rage and so on. I beg your pardon, Screaming Nemesis, are going to end up splashing another color. And now it's all going to be about, like, figuring that out. Is it going to be Boros? Is it going to be... Because, you know, the Boros variants kind of had, like, Sheltered by Ghosts, but they still relied on that mouse package alongside some of the eerie cards. Could it go, back to Gruul again? Because then you get to play the one-drop Rabbit. There's some other, like, good one-drops in green that you can, like, make up for the, the mouse package getting broken up. Could it be Rakdos? And you get, it just goes Lizards. And with like, there's 2 good Lizards, or we've still got good one drops in like Goblins, but it's also like, did those things necessarily also get better because of the bans? Like it's not like just suddenly because certain things are worse that now these things are playable again. There's very clearly some winners, decks that didn't lose a single card, whose, let's say, main bad matchup got completely muted. Things like Dimir Midrange come to mind. Get ready for a lot of Kaitos and things. They lost nothing. They'll lose a lot more come rotation, which is probably why it didn't get targeted as much. It's gonna be interesting. Like, I don't know whether this late in the format, this close to spoilers for Edge of Eternities, and then after that, rotate, early access rotation, like with, again, this close. Whether it's worth even doing the exercise of, let's try and still play these decks without the cards that got banned in them. So, like, let's make Is It Prowess without Cutter and see if we can still win. Like, I'm sure a lot of content creators and I will do it, and yourselves included, I'm sure are all like scrambling to do that. You woke up this morning, some of your decks are missing things. You just open those decks, remove the things that were banned, and try to immediately replace them with other cards that you have and see whether the deck still performs. Like, that is something that I will do once we get towards the end of, like, spoilers and I'm running low on content ideas. But I think for now, it's more exciting to figure out, like, what are the things that couldn't make an in-way into the meta because of the presence of these other cards, now suddenly have space to flourish and might actually be a tier 1. And I think I have a few ideas. So I'm going to keep attacking that problem until, and alongside all of us. It feels great. I love this time, and I honestly wish they'd just done it a little sooner. I guess it was timing with dates and when they had this ban window scheduled and the Pro Tours scheduled and all of that. But, like, now somebody who's just been onboarded from the Final Fantasy set coming into Standard, they've had to go through like 3 weeks of like, what the hell's going on, bans, oh my god, cutter decks everywhere, VV, woo, and now like it's happened. Maybe they've had to like already get rid of some cards that they'd bought up or traded for, but finally, like, now they're entering into a format where it feels wide open and any sort of deck can win. This is what they should have done, before. But anyway, that's just me rambling. As you know, you can always skip ahead to all of the various segments of the videos if you don't want to hear me just talk crap at the beginning. In the what's going on, you can go to the BrewTech gameplay footage right at the end for the stats and final thoughts. So, without further ado, let's jump into this evening's first brew. And for me, like, straight away, Control. Crystal Mill, one of my favorite decks from early access of Final Fantasy. Made a nice little sideboard for it, jamming it in best of 3. So far, I'm 5-0 with it in best of 3 since the bans. Let's freaking go. A lot of the stuff is in here from, like, a previous version of this deck. Like, all of these Bezzers and Authorities and Exorcise. Like, and I've been thinking about it, right? There'll still be some people jamming aggro. And, like, all sorts of freaking whatever. Even is it, or, just mono red minus a few things. There'll still be that. So I think for now, while it's early days, I'll keep most of the old package. And Exercise was already so versatile because I have a feeling a lot of the annex decks, Golgari demons, mono black demons, Dimir demons, whatever. So like Exercise plus Get Lost, that's 5 things that can destroy an enchantment. I think that's still just good anyway. Oculus is gonna just like come cruising back, lost nothing. So I think 3 vacuums are still just perfectly great idea. And then Negates, Meringue, these are all just like good cards. So like I didn't feel the need to like change too much of anything. 25 lands, 2.6. We basically just control. My favorite one is to just like fire off Jadur, or the adventure side of it called Overture for 6 mana. And then, just next turn, River Churn. You don't even let on that you're really a mill deck. You're just kind of like playing Bezzers, sweeping boards and whatever. That's like one way to go about it. Otherwise, you kind of get into one of these like Deep Muck Desperado, River Churn Monument, Water Crystal all on the board. And then like pretty much any River Churn activation ends up being like a ridiculous amount of cards milled. That ends up leading to a pretty rapid, OTK off the monument. I think this is like a great time, right? Because the best Azorius deck in the format that played these types of spells, let's say, vaguely would have been the Omniescence deck. Now with Abuelos gone, I think there's a space for a Azorius control deck that's doing something other than turn 4 crazy combo nonsense to enter the format. And here is what I propose it may look like going forward. So, fully rot proof, except for the chrome coasts. We could actually just put in some, starting towns, but these are clearly just better for now, so who cares? Let's jump into some games. See if I can keep the streak going. 5-0, all ranked. Since the bans, haven't touched the card. Been getting a lot of black discard, ooh, Liliana, Annex, Grindy, and I just trash those people. Keep drawing. I'll just sweep the board, reset, and eventually they die. It's the only problem is, mana screwed and stuff like that, but this looks pretty good. Syncopate's so nice to have you back. Hello. Also so nice, like bans, fresh season, platinum, whole new meta to uncover. Love it. Could have maybe gone for the monument, but I want to see if it's this is looking like maybe Yuna. There's been a lot of Yuna also since the bans. I've been playing a lot. I played a buttload of. Yeah, we're still holding up. Fate here. This is like the turn 3 play. So yeah, this is looking more and more like a Yuna file. Maybe not. Regardless. Oh. I want the volume to come through. Let me get my headphones, one moment. Sure. Let's get these ones on. No, my keyboard stopped functioning for some reason. There we are. Connect the headset. Boop. Okay, now we've got the Deep Mark Desperado rolling, rocking and a rolling. Sure. So like maybe Grixis Wizards? Something? Mm-hmm. Yes. So that's a dinosaur. That doesn't actually trigger this. One of these silly Discover decks. Okay, he's gonna go for that. I shall destroy it. Womp womp. Nice. Whiff. Stop drawing lands, please. So he's on 5. We only get 1 per turn, right? So I think we are priced into seeing if it's like one of those that's going to try and like copy this somehow now. Some weird ass mana though. Got 2 more get losts. With this, as you know, you have to get to the point where the graveyard is bigger or the same size as the deck, and then you mill the rest in one go with the exhaust 4. Stock up off the top would be great. It's like quite a few Quintoriuses down the drain. Doesn't even use the maps. Ah. Okay, cool. Got one more. I would prefer to use it. We go again. Bonk. Jeez, that's a lot of maps. I freaking hate this card. Okay, let's... We're almost there. Actually, I think that's... Oh, no, it's so close. Yeah, I mean, look, good luck. I've still got a sweeper and I'm on 16 life. I could even exhaust now, like as he casts his Carnotaur. There we go. This is like 3. No, that's it. Ah! Okay. I should have just done my math. It was, you know, the one off the... But it's so disgusting. Right. Now we know what's cracking. Those get losts were actually like, whew, on point. I don't really think that Beza is the go here. Like, we're not like trying to gain life against aggro. I think negate against those Dragonstorms. Yeah. I mean, we're a game up. Let's see what he sides in. This lighting is terrible. When I shoot in the evening. Shoot, record, whatever. Oh, finally a stock up. This is one I haven't jammed yet. It's pretty trippy. Like, feels so weird, these like, coin flip things, but yeah. What a weird deck, man. I think I'm going for the stock up. Like, wait, okay, so turn 4. I'm not really that worried. Let's go find one of our monuments. Whiff. Yeah, whoops. That was also a bit stupid. Wow. Okay. This could be the turn with the, you know, because he's got Cavern for dinosaurs or whatever. But it's the breaching Dragonstorm or whatever it's called. But he can't cast it. He needs a red source at least. Like, what's with all these lands? Yeah, got a treasure this time. It's looking more like one of those where we end up getting to 6 mana and then casting the... let's go for the Syncopate. No. Let's go for the negate. Six or no. Sometimes it feels good. I gotta say. Sometimes being this kind of a douchebag feels pretty damn good. And by the way, oh my god, so freaking close. I've seen a few posts here and there, like people have already done like all of them. They've completed every achievement already. I don't play freaking draft, but like that's just banana town to me. I thought I played a lot of arena to be able to already have completed everything, including the like. Okay, game one. It's a bit low on lands, but the rest is pretty sweet. We got to stock up. We got everything we need here pretty much to win. So let's just hope we draw a third so we can, get off to the races. Golgari. Boink. This guy needs to be immediately removed. It's just the way it is. Okay, I think I'm actually gonna go like this. Oh, epic. And like this. Since he stumbled. Very nice. Wow, people are suddenly like, oh my god, they banned stuff. Go, go, go. Cool. Not using the map would indicate a snakeskin veil of some kind, and I mean, I would not be surprised. Effect. Yeah, we're taking a hit. Ah! I don't know. Do I want to do this? Hey, whiffed. Because I'd rather cast the deuce. I'm not so worried. One poison. Let's just fire it off. That's nice. Hexproof indestructible. Yowza. This could really be that sort of a nick of time sitch. Tapped creatures. One, two, three, four, five. Just get one more land. We can fire off the overture. Ta-dam, 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 ta-da-da-da-da-da. That's immediate win next turn, unless you have Terra Sunder in your hand. That's 1, 2, 3 Terra Sunders. Okay. G to the jizzes. G to the hizzy. Shibby blubba blue hubba hubba to the hoodie. Bye. But yeah, those Terra Sunders are rather terrifying. So definitely like creature deck, poison, fin, toxic nonsense, death touch, yada yada, with like some new shenanigans. Like probably 3 steps ahead, a bit slow. Sweepers, sweepers, sweepers. When in doubt, chimmel them out. Baby, let's go. Janky Death Touch. Walk in the park. What? Okay, yeah. Sure. Would have preferred a land, but it's also quite nice. Hmm. Very nice. Extremely nice. Okay, well, I don't have any poison yet, so let's go for the stock up turn. And probably just go land sweeper. So that, well, I'm gonna discard probably the Desperado, frankly. I did the same mistake again though as last time. Like that turn 3 stock up is like not great if you haven't really done much, you know? Okay. Pretty big ouchie. Okay. How many more of those have you got? Let's go for the tapped and then hold up counter. G. What? Okay, but it doesn't come back. Huh! That was totally not planned. So, yeah. OMG. 6 is done. It's done on purpose. 2 plus 4. So, like, it's the next turn you can monument. And even if he has the Terrace Under now, it's curtains, my friend. Bye! Triggers on the stack. 1, 2, Jack. Wow, disgusting deck. I've been just smashing. I mean, I knew it. I had a feeling, right? This was already good in early access. But, like, you know, now, not having to super duper worry about being dead on turn 3 to mono red and cutter and all of that, and just, like, having a bit more of an open sort of a situation. This is like, I feel like a predator. Everybody's just desperately trying new stuff. And here I am, like, with just a pretty tried and tested, like, 6 sweepers, bunch of card draw, nasty, gross millness. And honestly, the Deep Muck Desperado, 4 toughness, Beza in the wings. So far, I haven't felt the need to bring in any of the authority of the consoles. Like, that's probably going to be the first thing I start to trim out. But I have a feeling this is going to take me to Mythic pretty quick. Meringue, I really like. What do we do about this sideboard? Like, the only things that I'm certain about is the Ghost Vacuums and the Negates and the one and Chimil. Like, everything else is up for debate here. I would love your thoughts. But unfortunately, I'm going to have to love you and leave you. A little bit of a shorter video today. I want to, like, go for a massage. My back is broken. And then I want to just 6 hours, coffee. I got no kids tonight. I'm going to freaking really dive into this new format and figure it out and see what everyone else is trying. And I'm going to come back with some, you know, fresh brews after having delved deep. So stay tuned for that. But that is going to have to be it for this one. I do have some stats. So whilst we're here, may as well. Boop. Boop. 740. Like, crazy town, dude. Just smashing people. And, like, a lot of people just, like, scooping. Like, second game, they don't even stick around to find out. Like, they got milled the first one. They're like, eh. And that's one of the main win cons Azorius control has, of course, is just annoying the crap out of your opponent. So do what you will with those statistics, but they seem pretty legit to me. I've made it visible for you guys to go copy and enjoy. And please, again, let me know in the comments. Like, let's fix this sideboard up post bans. And I think we've got a proper nasty one on our hands for all of you control enjoyers. Maybe the whale with flash and the adventure instead of meringue. I don't know. Like, this is pretty nice though, because it flies and it's also a card draw spell. Like, I don't know. I really, really, really would love your thoughts. That is going to be it for this one. Thank you all so much for watching. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I will be seeing you all in the next one with another fresh post-ban brew. And until then, this is Lone Fox from the BrewLab signing out. Peace, y'all.